I feel like I've been hearing this topic all over the place lately, so I feel like I'll put my 2 cents in here. Do you really think the NFL is losing ground? Is the NBA really becoming a league that might take over as the most powerful league there is? What is going on, everyone? This is very interesting to me, and it's simple, though. It's an interesting topic, it's an interesting conversation and debate to have, but it's a simple one. The NFL is king, and it will remain king. It's no knock on the NBA. I think they are a clear number 2. I think they do a fantastic job with everything that they do throughout their season and off-season and draft and summer league and free agency. I think they do a phenomenal job at all that. It's no knock on the NBA. What this really tells you is how powerful the NFL really is. They are the top dog, and I don't think they're going anywhere. The argument that the sport is dying, the CTE, the concussions, people are getting so much, so injured that the sport is going to die out, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. As human beings, and with this society, we are so invested in football. It literally has a day for football, all day, where we do nothing but watch all day long, 10 hours. We don't move. We dedicate our entire day. And may I add, this is God's day too. All right? We're talking Sundays. Football has taken over the religion life, the church life. That's how powerful it really is. The way the NBA spreads out everything, it's fantastic. And the way they market their players. If there's one thing I think the NFL does okay in, but not as great as the NBA, it's the marketing the players. For football, it's more the logo. It's more the crest. I'm a diehard Eagles fan. You could be a diehard Cowboys fan, Giants fan, Redskins fan, Patriots fan. You're a diehard logo fan of the logo. And obviously, I'm a diehard Sixers fan. It goes the same way, but with basketball, it's star-driven. How many LeBron fans are there? Oh, what team do you like? I love LeBron. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm a Kevin Durant fan. I'm a fan wherever Kevin Durant is. Oh, okay. Kobe, same thing. Of course, there are more prestigious emblems in the NBA. The Lakers, the Knicks. I understand that. And I know that there's some powerful players in the NFL. Tom Brady, Drew Brees. Right? I know that. But big picture when it comes to the NBA, they do such a great job of marketing their players. And roster size plays a factor when it comes to that, right? Antonio Brown to the Raiders. Big move. Obnoxious move. Will help their team in that position. But if they had the same roster as last year and just added Antonio Brown, yeah, it's more exciting. But are they going to win a Super Bowl now? Compare Antonio Brown to Kyrie Irving. You put Kyrie Irving on a team that has LeBron James, say. And we saw this in Cleveland. Okay, all right, those two come together and now it changes everything. So I think that plays a factor. But when it comes down to it, football is just a different type of beast. We're animals. We are the ones that make it what it is. All week long. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. What are we thinking about during football season? That damn Eagles game. Now you're hearing rumors that they might change it to an 18-game season. And I will have conversations about that. No doubt about it. I just want to really focus on embracing what they're talking about and really get more information and read up on it before I go and rant and scream about my opinion. But that's a different topic. When it comes to the NFL, besides maybe a month, they are always on your mind. Late July, you're getting yourself some training camp. August hits, you have preseason. We all bitch about preseason sucks. We watch it. Then your regular season, then your playoffs, then your Super Bowl, then your draft. Free agency period in the mix. I know the NBA is doing the same thing, and that's why that they are taking the next step. I mean, it's NFL, it's NBA, and then it's everyone else. This gap isn't because the NBA is not doing a good enough job. I just praise them for what they do. It's just the fact that the NFL is at an elite different level. And maybe it's because you got 16 games. So we are anticipating this football game. We have so much hype involved in this one game per week. Basketball, back-to-backs, there's 82 games. And listen, I love that because I love basketball. But that's why there's a difference. Because all week long I'm sitting there itching myself because I want to see Carson Wentz. I want to see some of these guys go out there and perform. I want revenge. I want revenge on the Cowboys. I want revenge on the Giants. I want to see this team respond to whatever happened last week or try and go on a win streak. It's all about the build-up because they only play one damn time a week. If there was a football game every day, would we have the same itch? Now, we sit here and say, yeah, of course, it's football. But you don't know that. You don't know that. So that's a monstrous issue. Not issue, but that's a monstrous reason why the NFL is powerful. And they are king when it comes to sports. Nothing is going to top it. Nothing is going to be able to beat it. Think overseas. You have that London game every year. You go out of the States, and people are rocking so much gear, so much NFL gear. Think outside the United States. I know other sports are going out there. You saw the Red Sox, the Yankees getting out of the States. I'm not saying that other sports don't have a national following. But I'm sorry, it's just so simple. It's so simple. Everyone sees the NBA as a great association. And it's definitely rising up because they do things the right way when it comes to marketing. And they make it so it's almost essentially full year long. They have their regular season, which everyone says, oh, it doesn't matter anyway because you know who's going to win. But guess what? You watch because the ratings say so. But of course, there's games on Tuesday night where the Sixers play the Orlando Magic or the Sixers play some nobody. It's like, all right, I don't feel like watching that. But when the Eagles are playing the Browns, guess what? You're invested. Well, the Browns of the past. Or if the Eagles are playing some garbage team, the Bills, you're invested. It doesn't matter. That Sixers-Knicks game where the Knicks have 7 scrubs on their roster, are you as invested? With that being said, though, you still watch, but there's a different invest level, right? But with the NBA, then you have the playoffs, then you have the finals. One thing I like about the playoffs and the finals, it's a good chunk of time there. What, April to June? A good stretch of a meaningful basketball, which is the best. Free agency period comes around. You saw the drama this year. I mean, I shouldn't have to really go into depth. We've seen it firsthand, literally just happen. You have the Summer League, which is kind of a snooze, but guess what? It's meaningful to the NBA because you're seeing the NBA, you're seeing the players that just got drafted, you're seeing the prospects and the top prospects that got drafted 1, 2, 3. You're seeing them play in basketball games. You know, it's trash basketball, but they're stretching it out. It's basketball in their full season, in their full year. And they've taken that from the NFL. Because the NFL has thrived doing that. So it's a copycat thing, and it's working. It just won't touch it. It won't. It's reality. As much as I think the NBA has really surged and really done a great job at taking the next step, you can't compete with something that is this crazy of the NFL. I can't even really explain why we're so crazy about it. It doesn't make sense, really. But it has to do with the physicality of the game, the amount of games. We, as fans, go insanely nuts due to how brutal the sport is. We scream. You see 60-year-old men out there in the front row with their face painted green and white and with shoulder pads, with spikes, with fences in their hand going crazy. What the hell makes us do that? I don't know. I don't have the answer for you, but that just shows you the difference. Sure, the Wells Fargo Center on a Friday night when it's Sixers Celtics in the regular season, that's hype. Sure. But it doesn't compare. They also sprinkle in those Thursday night games. Just as a casual football fan, right? Your team played on Sunday, so the Eagles play Sunday 1 o'clock. Thursday comes around, like, oh, I can't wait for Sunday where now the Eagles play the Cowboys. But they throw you a Dolphins-Patriots game on Thursday Night Football. Are you kidding me? Of course I'm sitting there watching it. Think about that, too. With football, you're watching everyone. Everyone. Fantasy football plays a big factor. Fantasy football is so big. You're watching other people play for other teams. Do you sit there and watch a Knicks New Orleans Pelicans game? Probably not. You might, but probably not. But what if you had R.J. Barrett on your fantasy basketball team? Still, probably not. You're watching the Miami Dolphins play the Patriots. If you have Sony Michel on your fantasy football team, yes. Yes, you are. So that is really telling. Don't lie to me. You're not watching the Memphis Grizzlies play the Utah Jazz on a Tuesday night that's not on TNT or ESPN, as if you got to watch an NBA TV feed or you have to stream the game. No, but you bet your ass you'll stream any NFL game if it was the only NFL game on. Of course, you still have Monday Night Football, but I can't even talk about Monday Night Football. It's so disappointing to see where it went. But guess what? Don't we still watch it? We bitch, we complain. The broadcast is so horrendous. Monday Night Football used to be the thing. The ringtones, the ESPN commercials. You hear the ringtone of the Monday Night Football music. That was it. You lived for Monday Night Football. Not anymore. That needs to get picked up by the league and figured out. But we still watch. It's just disappointing from my perspective at the end of the day. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear what you think about this. Because to me, there's really no competition. And once again, that's not saying the NBA is not doing a good enough job. That's not saying the NBA hasn't taken a step with their league. But it's telling you the NFL is that much more valuable. We go that much crazier. We go that much, we go obnoxiously insane for football, is what I'm getting at. So let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.